Okay. So, hello everyone. My name is Sophia Ruckman, and I am an undergraduate researcher at Mississippi State University in the biomedical engineering program, and I'm also in the TIB lab. Today I'm going to be presenting my research titled Parent-Centered Design, a Preliminary Usability Study on Newborn Home Cardiac Monitoring. So, the goal of this research is to obtain user insights into using at-home cardiovascular monitors on newborns, and then to use these insights from the study to guide the development of affordable at-home cardiovascular monitor to improve early detection and management of congenital heart diseases, which I'm going to call CHDs. So if you don't know what CHDs are, they are structural heart abnormalities present at birth, and they're also the leading cause of mortality from birth defects. So the traditional or common diagnostic and detection method in hospital or clinical setting is pulse oximetry. So when a newborn is born, pulse oximetry is done, but unfortunately, pulse oximetry is not accurate and precise in all circumstances, such as with individuals with a darker skin color or for specific diseases such as coarctation of the aorta. So that is why there's a need for at-home cardiovascular monitoring of CHDs, because there's still a high chance that newborns could go home and still have a congenital heart defect. So in our study, we had 3 participants come in and do usability testing on four commercial devices for cardiovascular monitoring. So our testing procedure went as follows. We asked them questions before the usability testing. They did the usability testing, and then we asked follow-up questions. So during the usability testing, the participants were asked to use the devices as intended on a baby model, following provided instruction sheets. And the tasks included the setup of the device, operation of software, and also data collection using the device on the baby model. So what we did for data collection is we had audio recordings of the subjects to capture the participants' feedback. And then we also used a pupil eye core tracking headset to monitor the visuals, to track the eyes of the individuals. And we also asked questions post usability testing. For analysis of our data, we employed infinity mapping and journey mapping to evaluate the user experience overall. And looking at figure 1, this is a journey map for subject 1. We have our 4 commercial devices on row 1 here, as you can see. Our device 1 was a WIT monitor, which measured seismocardiography and gyrocardiography, SCG and GCG. And device 2 was a baby pulse oximeter, which measured pulse oximetry. And then device 3 was a 24-hour monitor ECG recorder, which measured electrocardiography. And device 4 was a shimmer device, which measured seismocardiography and gyrocardiography. And row 2 of our figure shows the activities done by the subject, such as setting up the device and collecting and viewing the data. And this is shown through our pupil core eye tracking headset. And the experience was shown by these faces in row 3, and that's just if the subject felt that the process was streamlined or if they had difficulty while using the devices. And then the pain points point out any negative experiences or descriptions that the subjects had while using the devices. So then we use that data to, like I said, obtain insights to then guide the development of a cardiovascular monitor to help in the early detection and management of congenital heart diseases. So before I end my presentation, I just want to acknowledge that this work was supported by the National Science Foundation and an Honors Undergraduate Research Fellowship by the Shackles Honors College at MSU. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Sophia. So I had one question that are the models that were provided to participants, were they similar or they followed some standard, or how you chose all these devices for testing? Is there any particular reason that you chose these four devices?
Okay, for the model, it was just a baby model, and it was the same one used for all the subjects during the usability testing. But the devices we chose, we did prior research before we chose them. Some of them are research devices, and some of them are at-home monitoring devices. And we chose them for their different functionalities and also just to test. Their different ability to be used. Some of them are have to be set on the chest, some of them need a strap, and some of them are placed on different areas of the model just to test different how comfortable the participant is using them in different ways, if that answers your question.
Mhm, thanks. So, what is the false alarm rate? I think is it supposed to be for different devices?
The false alarm rate.
Yeah, there was a question in the chat about false alarm rate. Is it for different devices that we have false alarm rate?
Um, I don't know uh, what it means by false alarm rate. Um,
Okay, maybe I go to next question. So, uh, do you have any particular data set for this one, or if you have, do you plan to release that uh, like open source?
so this was a preliminary study, and we only had three subjects. So the data is not really generalizable. So we haven't really created a data set that will be released, but we are currently working on obtaining more subjects and widening our data set with a bigger population of subjects.
hmm So, what is the time for the data that you collected, for example, in days or months, or is it like year?
Um, so no, it is just qualitative data,
hmm
and the just the preferences of the subject. So there's not really a time that goes with it.
Yeah, but for each device, there should be some time that
Gotcha.
the participants might have spent with the device regarding their experience with the device.
Yes, sorry, I misunderstood the question. So yes, the devices were used about 30 seconds on the when they were collecting the data. The participants were asked to use the device for 30 seconds. So yes, that's the time for that.
Thanks. Is there any other question from the chat or participants? Okay, thanks a lot, Sophie. Very nice presentation.
Thank you.
So let me go to